What's up, guys? I am back once again. Today I got another video for you guys. Got some Destiny gameplay going for you. I hope you enjoy it. While you're watching that, I want to talk a little bit about Destiny. Not much as a review, just kind of one person's personal opinion about the game. Some of the things that I liked and some of the things I didn't like. So if you can really take that for what it's worth, you know. But, dude, quite honestly though, just to get this out of the way, I do enjoy the game. I think it's a great game. It's not definitely one of the best games I've ever played, but you know, it's something that I enjoy playing and that my friends enjoy playing. Regardless of what the people say about reviews and stuff like that, I enjoy playing it, and that's all it really matters to me. People can say this is the worst game ever, but you know, if I'm enjoying it and the friends that I'm playing with enjoying it, that's all that really matters to me, and that's all that really should matter to you guys as well. I mean, if you're enjoying playing something, don't let something like a number, you know, deter you from stop playing something that you enjoy playing. But enough of that, let's get into some of the things that, you know, that I really do enjoy about this game. And one of the things that really stood out to me, especially in the beta, because I mentioned it in my kind of talk about the beta video that I did, I was really surprised how well this game is working. I was really expecting to see a lot of bugs, some issues. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there have maybe had some issues, but me, I'm currently playing on PlayStation 4. I haven't had too much issues-wise, but you know, normally this game is playing really, really well for me. And I was just really caught off guard, especially considering when they released their patch notes for the day one update. I was expecting to be reading these patch notes and there'd be just, you know, game-breaking issues that they were fixing, but mainly the patch notes mainly were centered around, you know, class balancing and weapon balancing. So I was really just, you know, kind of like, wow, that's a first, because if you read patch notes from any game that has like a multiplayer experience, or any game these days, especially now they have a whole bunch of day one updates, you can read those patch notes and there'll be always something in there going, fixed issue with, you know, game crashing when entering certain level while using this character, or more stability options for certain consoles or certain systems that you're playing the game on. So when they released it, I was like, oh my god, you know, I was expecting something the worst, but, you know, at the exact same time, I was just really going, wow, you know, that was like the biggest standout for me, really, and it really didn't happen until, like, I played the beta, and I was expecting, like, oh, you know, it's a beta, you know, it's gonna be buggy, but no, not really. It was pretty straightforward and simple, and that's just my experience. And I was thinking, you know, when they go into the full retail release of the game, I was expecting is like, oh, you know, it's probably a one-shot wonder. It's like, oh, probably the game is going to be really bad. No, the game was really playing really smooth for me, and with everybody else that I was been playing with, they said that they've had really no issues, nothing that would get them upset or anything like that. But here comes like another thing, and this is something that people have been having a lot of issues with, and it comes down to the map. And I really kind of like the map size. I don't think it's too small. It could have been bigger, but the real thing that I liked about the game when it comes down to the map and how it all works is how much detail is actually in the game itself. Nothing seems to be repeating or recurrent locations. The different planets that you go to are completely different and have a different style, different look, different feel to them. It isn't like you go play on Earth and when you go to another planet it looks the same, it feels the same. It's completely different. And, you know, that stuff kind of stands out to me. I mean, detail to me is probably one of the key things when you're doing a game based on looks. The game isn't really based on looks, but when they were showing it off, they're like, oh, look how beautiful and how spectacular the scenery looks, and I'll give it a credit. I mean, I really do. I find myself plenty of times in the game where I'm sitting there just playing and something catches my eye, and I just sit there and just turn and look at it for a few seconds going, wow, you know, that looks really good. And same thing when you're going through some of the buildings and some of the underground tunnels and stuff like that that you will be going through in the game. It has really great detail. I mean, it really sets the mood for everything, and I was really surprised to see how much detail that is in the game itself, because I've played a lot of games that had these big open worlds and, you know, had tons of great looking things, but I've always seen like recurring places, like they've just basically copied and pasted a building 5 times down a row and then they went, there you go. But I was really caught off guard with it too. It was just how much detail is really into the game, and it's something that I really didn't notice at first. Though I'll give it, kind of like that. Is I was playing and I was sitting there going through a tunnel, and I was like, wow. I mean, they really put this effort. Like a lot of the places that you will travel through, I mean, you're only there for just a few seconds, and then you're in and out and doing whatever. But it just in those few seconds, I was just really surprised at how much detail that they have been putting in for a place that you're just walking through, that you're just passing through, and not even going to probably return there at all, because like the game is, you go into all these different places and you're fighting on these different locations. Nothing was recurring, so I wasn't fighting in an area that I was playing before. I may have passed through that area, but I wasn't like the main mission did not say, "Oh, go back to this location and kill whatever enemies or do whatever." It was at a different location in the map every time, which is really nice, and I really did enjoy that itself. And another thing that I really had a good feeling too, I was kind of anti against it in my beta talk, but I realized why they did it. But and it was the upgradable guns and characters. I was really hoping to having more controls of my skills that they had, and be more of a MMO kind of thing going on. But they made the skills pretty simple to understand, pretty easy, pick up and learn them pretty quickly. And I can see why they did that, to help people who are not familiar with an MMO, to get them, on the ground, and moving. But I find out that now that I'm like playing this game and just wanting to get in and out of the menus as fast as I can to continue on playing, I see why they did it this way. But I do enjoy it because your characters have a lot of skills to go through, to have to use to your advantage, and you can customize your skills to how you want them. Then you got your weapon skills, which are really nice, because I really didn't think that the weapon skills would be like too big of a thing, but they actually are. I mean, some of the rare weapons that you will find, their skills get pretty in depth, and they add real benefits. Like you can actually feel something different when you like upgrade a gun and you get it to the way that you like. There's a big difference between it being normal or stock to fully upgraded. Like for instance, there's several weapons out there that you can get that are like the pulse rifles, that are burst weaponry, and you actually can turn them to almost fully automatic, to where if you were using it normally, you'd have to press and fire, press and it burst. But when you get the skill unlocked, you just sit there and hold down and it just will burst fire automatically, which is really cool, and I liked it. It was a nice little touch that they added, and I feel that it was a great addition just to keep the skills at somewhat basic that they possibly could. But here comes to where I have just a little bit of a kind of a I'm not put off about it. I wish they would have spent some little bit more time into it. But it's the story, and everybody has something to put in on the story. I do too. I feel that the story is a bit short. It is about 7 hours long without level grinding, and I feel like that's not long enough. For me, I really do like investing time in story, but it's something that they can probably flesh out some more story time and some DLC, because we do know we're getting confirmed 2 DLCs. We don't know really what's in them quite yet, so they could have some more story content with some multiplayer stuff. Who knows? But also at the exact same time, even though the story wasn't long enough for me, it felt a bit flat. I just felt like it wasn't really getting explained enough of what was going on, and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of got what they were trying to telling me to do. I'm about to play again through another character. I really haven't had a chance to play too much. Stupid new job. Why does life got to get in the way? But either way, I am about to play it through a second time this coming weekend, and put some more time into it, and probably try to get more the context clues and stuff like that. But it kind of also leads into the second thing when it comes down to some of the things I didn't like, is I didn't feel like there was enough main characters. You do meet some key people in the story, but you only meet them probably a handful of times. Like, I don't want to ruin anything to those people who have not played it yet, but those people who have played it probably know what I'm talking about. I mean, you meet a few main characters, but yet though you can probably count on one hand as many times as you interact with these characters. I didn't feel like that was good enough for me. You know, I want to meet these characters, you know, and understand them a bit more. But they're just like, it's like almost like a one-time deal. You meet them and then you move on. You never really meet these people again. Most of the story is really explained through your ghost, and people are saying that they have problems with that, you know, because of you know, Dinklebot, as they're calling them. They really don't like the voice acting for the ghost. I could really, you know, it really doesn't really bother me too much, but at the exact same time, considering he does most of the explaining the entire time that you're playing, you know, it can get a little bit, you know, I don't want to say boring, but it can get a little annoying. I wish that some other characters that you would meet, some probably more key characters you'd meet, would explain more and stuff like that. But all in all, though, I do think that this game is great. You know, I'm hoping that the DLC will probably flush some more items out and, you know, probably interact with us a little bit more. Who really knows? But all in all, though, like I said, I really do enjoy this game, and I will tell people who are probably looking to get into this game, just, you know, try it. Don't read a review and go, you know, all 6 point whatever. I can't remember what the latest review on Destiny is, but it's like 6 point whatever, and you know, I'm not gonna buy that. You know, don't do that. You'd be really surprised, especially when it comes down to a rating system, how much what your opinion really thinks. You know, basically, that was totally wrong, but you get what I'm saying. Is that you need to try something before you can judge it. I mean, it's like eating a piece of food that you've never had before, and you go, oh, that looks disgusting, I'm not going to eat it, when you might turn out to be something really nice and you might enjoy it. So, you know, like I said, this is my opinion. If you guys disagree with me, you know, that's fine, because it is my opinion, and, you know, we all have one. But, you know, at the exact same time, just give it a shot. You might be surprised, but at the exact same time, you might be let down. I was really expecting a lot more. Kind of was like, you know, I was like, oh, okay, but I still enjoy it, and I'm still going to continue on playing it. But anyways, though, that's about it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and please take care.